looks good. Plant-based foods are becoming more and more popular, so whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or even flexitarian and are just simply looking to reduce your meat consumption with ease and flavor, it's always going to be a factor. So here with her tips on how to achieve both, our vegan chef, Lauren Toyota. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I want to talk about being a flexitarian because I know so many people that are living this lifestyle. So you've mostly a plant-based diet, but every once in a while you might want some meat, some animal-based fats and foods in moderation. But then there's also the vegetarian and the vegan. So what's the difference between those two?
Well, I'm vegan. Vegan means you don't eat anything that comes from an animal, any byproducts. Of course, the main things, eggs, meat, dairy, cheese. But then things like gelatin, and there's other hidden kind of animal byproducts. So that's vegan. And then vegetarian still eats dairy products and eggs. And then flexitarian is just kind of a new thing for people to have more of a broader, almost like an unlabel on what they're doing. But I think, I mean, my goal is for everybody to eat more plant-based and to sort of ease into being fully vegan. Which is better for your health, better for the environment, and I think it's just, people are adopting it more and more. I have conversations about what everyone's eating all day long, and people are gravitating to eating more plant-based.
It's happening. It's happening. We're seeing the restaurants, we're seeing the foods out there that help us out. So you've got a recipe that's going to help us out with this.
Yes, so this is a vegan taco bowl, and I think one of the main things people always say, it seems old-fashioned in a way, but like, where do you get your protein? If you're not going to eat meat and dairy, what on earth are you eating? And I eat an abundance of different foods, and there's ways to substitute the things you're used to eating, like say a ground beef crumble. You can now get Eve's Veggie Ground Round products. There's 3 flavors here on display: a Mexican flavored one, which we're using today, an original and Italian, and this is like the perfect substitute to replace meat, and it's full of protein. It tastes delicious. I have some onions sauteing in this pan right now, which I've added cumin and minced garlic and chili powder to. And then you just crumble this right out of the package. I mean, no one would really know the difference at all.
No,
I feed this to meat eaters, and they actually kind of prefer it because it's lighter. It's when it goes in your stomach, you can digest it easily, right? Easier than ground beef. So you just want to brown it up and heat it through. It's already cooked. I mean, you could eat it like that if you wanted. But hot food is good food.
I agree.
We're going to brown it up just a little bit. And for some even more added protein, I mean, this is a protein-packed taco bowl. We're doing the Eve's Veggie Ground Round. We're doing black beans and corn.
Nice.
Which is a complete protein together, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then we've got quinoa. Everybody kind of knows quinoa nowadays, right? I'm just going to wipe my hands on here.
Yeah, go for it. So quinoa is great. It's going to add sort of that hardiness to it.
Texture.
It's good for you, some texture. Especially if you're living in a climate with colder weather, you got the fiber, everything.
Well, what is nice about this is it's like a comforting bowl.
It is.
I don't like to call it a salad, but we are putting a base of romaine here, but that crunchiness you're gonna get, but this is comforting and warm, and I always like eating salads with a warmness.
I agree with you 100%. And that's why I like you. You do comfort foods.
Thank you,
They just happen to be good for you and be vegan, but they're really comfort foods. You've got sort of the solution, the plant-based solution for everything.
I mean, at the end of the day, you want to eat good food, and I think that's it. And comfort food brings that nostalgia. It makes you feel things, and that's like, you know, what you want in a good meal. So really, we just heated this through. You could go a little longer, but we don't have to. We can actually assemble. So we've got, I made a creamy sunflower seed dressing. So this is blended raw sunflower seeds with seasonings like hot sauce and garlic and onions. So it's kind of like a taco flavored creamy dressing. So we're gonna add that on top. I've pre-dressed the greens. And then you don't need a ton of quinoa. Just a little bit there for some texture, more protein, and then we can layer this on top.
So people are digging the bowls these days.
I mean, they're just easy. You can put anything you want in them. You can customize this. You don't have to do it the way I did it. But or you could even take this filling and make actual tacos.
That's what I was thinking the whole time.
Or eat this with chips.
Yeah, tacos never get old for me.
We've got a homemade salsa. This is just fresh tomato, red onion, and cilantro and lime juice.
That's lovely.
So you've got really everything happening here. Crunch, hardiness, meatiness, tanginess. And then we're gonna do some avocado and this creamy dressing, which I do wanna show you. I like doing everything in a squeeze bottle like this. And you can just keep this in your fridge.
Oh, it looks very chefy when you do it that way.
I know.
I like it
it's
too.
Fancy. And then avocado.
You can't forget the avocado.
And you can do a squeeze of lime. You can serve it with tortilla chips on the side. This is easy to pack up for lunch also, to take to work or to school.
Yep, and just zap it, warm it up, and you're good to go. So great recipe if you're on that road to plant-based. And Lauren, you're helping so many more people do this.